Alright, hello Ms. Brevalt, and let's just get started with the first question, which is, what are some main things you learned about history? And what I learned about history is that humans, or this is one of the reoccurring themes actually, or one of the overarching themes is that humans can either be very violent or they can be very hot, like they can be in society without a leader. But we've also seen that humans can be very aggressive when not given their needs, such as in the French Revolution when the women attacked the queen. And yeah, it was it was definitely that the humans definitely did not think about it, but they just attacked, and I could see that being a reoccurring theme. Also with Hobbes and Locke, that was definitely something that will stay with me, and that definitely inspired me to think about really what I think about humans. Do they really need society, or can they just do they need like do they need people that can control them, or can they just govern themselves? And that's really memorable, and that's definitely something that surprised me when I learned about history. And yeah, so this course changed my history. This course of history this year changed my understanding of history, is because also what I said about Hobbes and Locke, they just really changed the way I think about the way I think of how the world works and how people think about things. And definitely also this course has changed the way I view art. For example, the oh, I can't remember what it's called. It starts with a G, but it was painted by Picasso. I'm pretty sure. No, um, no, it was being in the beginning of the year, and it started with a G, and we did much work on it, and we had to do a project on it. Um, we started with the G, and then it had a U. I forgot the name, but that it had so many things going on, and all of them faced the light. So it really showed that electricity, or no, I mean just the power of man is just so great. And I think that's what it meant to me. But just for them to be all focused on one thing, but there's so many things going on in the picture, is just really powerful to see how many things are focused on just one thing and not another thing, and how society can persuade us to just see one thing and not the other, and how important the other things are. And I've made connections throughout this course, such as I can relate to Leonardo da Vinci, not like as in the art form, of course not. Of course not. I am terrible at art. That is why I take course. Alright. But I made connections how he was just a young boy, came from really nowhere, came from really just a small town like me from Kailua, but it kind of inspired me to see that I could become something great, as something great. Um, just coming from a small town, how he came up, rise through the ranks of the art world, and he just became one of the most known artists, one of the greatest artists to ever live, and it really inspired me that I could, not me personally, but people from small towns or people from really nowhere could come out of nowhere and make something incredible happen. So that really, I made that connection throughout that course when we learned about him. And the the content, the Wix, very helpful. That helped me so much throughout as a student when I had to use when I had to create a website. I'm sorry. Um, when I had to create Idi Amin website and Dante Aligre website, yeah, that, and it really helped, and it was really better than any other website builder I've used, because to put the music in made it just so much more intense, and I feel it was really nice because it would just put everything in order, and it would be like a slideshow kind of thing where you could click on it and then it would just slide over, and it was just really like neat. So I kind of like that. And then Vuvox was, even though I just used it like just like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, it was really helpful, and it was really nice because it was easy to enter everything and you just had to save often. That's the only thing. And the favorite thing that I probably learned was probably about actually the volcano in, I think it was Italy, and it started with a V, and I can't remember the name, but it was definitely one of the favorite things that stood out to me because it was just so interesting how to like how to it was just so interesting how to just like look at people under, like, it was amazing to see all the lava that came scorching, and it even went over the ocean, which just amazed me. The heat just went over the ocean. It was just like the ocean didn't even matter. It wasn't even like there. Like, it was just incredible to me, and it was definitely one of the most favorite things I learned. And then also the one of the most favorite things I learned this year was doing the dictators. How we think, it really changed my way of people thinking of dictators, because we always think of dictators as being very terrible, like very strict people. But actually they were, but some of them were very kind, but just didn't know what to do. Um, some like Baby Doc or Papa Doc, I can't remember which one it was, but they just tried to help their country. They were like, he tried to help it, but he didn't know what to really do, and he couldn't find out what to do. So he was trying to dictate, but not. He wasn't doing a very good job at it. I'm sorry, but he just wasn't, and yeah. But it really changed the way I think of dictators, and that was definitely one of the most favorite things I learned. And then also Leonardo, and definitely also watching all your videos was definitely, I learned a lot. Actually, it was like all your videos really helped me. It was kind of crazy. I didn't think so, but they were really entertaining, so it really stuck in my head. And yeah. So, what do you feel? Okay, so the final question. What do you feel was the project? How do you? What do you feel was the project you created that you are most proud of, and why? Okay, so my most favorite project was actually probably one of my wishes. Probably, maybe, I can't even decide. I just really like using Wix, and it was just like really helpful, and I didn't know how to do that before, so it was just really helpful, and it was just really organized. I loved about it, and it was just great. And also, I don't know if I loved it, but I'm kind of proud of it, but don't tell anybody that I really liked our reggae song. Well, it wasn't my project, but I helped with it. It was the reggae song that me and Joey created with you, with Miss Ball. One day after school, and it was really fun, but I don't know if I'm proud of it or embarrassed of it. So yeah. So in conclusion, I really want to thank you for a whole year, and it was just great being in class, and I hope you in the future be I hope for you to be a teacher in the future, because I have had a really great time in this class. You're a really great teacher, and yep. All right.